At a glance, Sonic seems like one of the easiest survivors to play, but really, when you try to fully understand him, he is by far one of the hardest characters in the game to master. So today I'll try to help you get better at playing him. For starters, Sonic is the fastest driver in the game, obviously, and has a smaller jump height. This usually isn't that big of a downside, but it can screw you over in some situations. He also has a dodge meter. It acts basically like a shield that protects you from taking damage. As long as you have even one dodge, most attacks cannot damage you. Keyword is most. You can still take damage through your dodge meter, mainly from the Void Not Perfect, Fleetway's Burst, and this little shit. That's all for passives. Now let's talk abilities. Drop Dash is by far one of the best abilities in the game. When you use it, Sonic jumps up and starts going very fast towards the direction your camera is pointing in. And if you hit an executioner, you will stun them. You can hit them with this 3 times max, and on the 3rd hit, Sonic will jump out of Drop Dash. Now, landing a Drop Dash restores 10 dodge meter per hit, and while you're in Drop Dash, you can't take damage from most sources, except again, the Void, Fleetway's Burst, and Q. Now, there is actually a better way to use your Drop Dash. Just pressing the ability is fine, but a better method is doing a jump and then pressing Drop Dash just before Sonic hits the ground. And that way, Sonic will enter Drop Dash almost instantly. It's way better for when DXE is chasing you. And you don't have to get 3 Drop Dash hits every time. Since you are so fast, you can also just use it to run away if you don't need dodge. And generally, if you miss the first few seconds of Drop Dash, it's better to use it to just run away, or the far more popular method of getting 2 hits and then running away, as this will both make your Drop Dash last longer so it can get more distance, and it also makes your Drop Dash have a shorter cooldown. If you don't get 3 hits, the cooldown will be 26 seconds, and if you hit all 3, it will be 35. For some this is dumb, can we change this? So hitting all 3 hits is generally a bad idea, and you should only do it if a character like Cream or Metal Sonic is near death and needs time to heal, or if you have a teammate nearby to back you up. Lastly, for Drop Dash, if you go for the 3rd hit, the EXE will be sent towards where you last hit them with Drop Dash. It's a little hard to explain, but I'll put some examples on screen. So the killer will always be launched towards where you hit him with your last Drop Dash hit, and you will always be launched towards your camera. So if you can master this, you can basically knock the killer off a ledge away from your team and launch yourself towards your teammates, so they can help you out. A good way to practice this is you go to your private server, start up single player, and you want to choose a test map. You want to go over to this bridge, and on the panel you're going to press spawn EXE dummy. It can also remove cooldowns for you, so you don't have to wait for cooldowns. And you want to practice getting the EXE off of the bridge and keeping yourself on the bridge. It might take a few attempts, but you'll figure it out. I should also mention, Drop Dash's knockback works kinda strange. On 2011X, it works fine. Colossus doesn't really get knocked that far back from it, which, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Fleetway doesn't get knocked back by the 3rd hit, and instead just kinda melts into the floor. And Tripwire sometimes works. I couldn't get footage of it, but sometimes Tripwire also just doesn't take knockback from the 3rd hit. But I just could not get footage, so, you know, trust me, bro. Alright, finally that's it for Drop Dash. Now it's time for the big one. The Peel Out. This ability is really what makes Sonic, Sonic. And probably the best support ability in the game, other than Cream's heal. Once used, Sonic starts charging up for a couple seconds, and then starts running at light speed. You can use this to pick up teammates who are in danger, except Eggman and Metal Sonic, and get them to a safe spot. Note that if you are already carrying a survivor and run into another one, you will drop the person you were holding and pick up the person you just ran into, which, again, really stupid. You can get your teammates killed very easily through this, so be careful. Also, if you don't pick up anybody with peel out, or your teammates jump off last second, because they're ungrateful bastards, your peel out will have a 39-second cooldown instead of the 24 you would have if you ended your peel out while carrying a survivor. So sometimes you will feel like an Uber driver whose clients keep canceling the Uber after you got them to the destination, so it is best to encourage your teammates to not jump off your peel out for no reason, so that you can have your peel out ready as soon as possible. And if you have a chance to either peel someone out or drop dash the killer, 9 times out of 10, peel out will be the better option to help someone. and will generally do more for them. You can also do something a lot of people call the peel dash, where you basically use peel out, and then before Sonic takes off, you start mashing the fuck out of drop dash. And if you spam hard enough, you'll kind of use both abilities at the same time, but really this has no practical use, and you basically put both of your abilities on cooldown and leave yourself defenseless for a while. Its only real use is if you're chasing a Fleetway that's low on health and running like a bitch. But other than that, its only real use is if you really want to style on the EXE. So yeah, you shouldn't really use this ever, unless the killer is dog shit. And lastly, if you're on a map and you see a crazy jump you think you can make with either peel out or drop dash, just try it. Who knows, you might find some crazy spot and you can make a compilation like top 5 Sonic spots to make the killer hate you. Wait, I could do that. I mean, I probably won't, but I could. Anyways, that's it for today. Thank you for watching, subscribe if you enjoyed. We're almost at 1K subscribers. Or we might already be there, depending on how lazy I am. But either way, next video will likely be Fleetway Main Trace 2011X, a part 2 of my last video, coming, I don't know, eventually. So stay tuned, and I'll see you next time.